The story of eating a boggart. The boggart often appears and threatens the villagers, making everyone very scared. No one went up the mountain where the boggart was and returned alive. Until one day, a blind monk passed through the village. Hearing the story, the bhikkhu said, "I will go up the mountain to chase away the boggart." But the people in the village intervened. "If you leave, they will eat you." "Well, don't go." The bhikkhu refused, saying, "No, I want to try to meet the boogeyman. Please take me to a mountain where the boggart often appears." The village people had to lead the monk to the mountain and then hastily fled home. The bhikkhu was left alone in the forest. It was getting dark around him. He immediately took out the bhikkhu to play. Sure enough, as if called by the sound of a guitar, the boggart appeared. The boggart pressed his face close to the monk and asked, "That guy, aren't you afraid when you see me appear?" Well, not afraid at all." Hearing the monk's answer, the boggart said, "Then I will turn the magic into something more terrifying for you to see." Saying that, he performed the transformation spell. But the bhikkhu also said, "Not afraid at all." The boggart was angry. "I have such magic, and you, besides the pipa, what other tricks do you have?" "Ah, then I will sing you a song." Having said that, the bhikkhu strummed the instrument and sang. The boggart was delighted. It seems you also have that talent. In that case, I will show you my gut finger." After saying that, he transformed into a giant, his body towering as if it covered the whole mountain. "What? Are you scared like this?" "Not scared. Since you can turn into a giant, you can also turn into a small one, right?" "Of course. Bigger or smaller, or anything, I can do it." Saying that, he turned into a ball of cloth, and jumped up to sit in the palm of the monk's hand. "Well, the ball small enough to fit your hand." "Very well." The monk rubbed the boggart's ball and challenged him. "So can he become even smaller?" "Oh, of course he can." Immediately, he turned into a tiny kumquat and jumped up to sit in the palm of the bhikkhu's hand. "Ah, so that's it, this kumquat looks delicious." Having said that, in a blink of an eye, the bhikkhu put the kumquat in his mouth, bit it with force and then spit it out. The boggart being bitten like that, no matter what magical powers you have, the pain will be unbearable. He screamed until the ground and mountains shook. The next morning, people in the village discussed and went up the mountain to see what was going on. Last night the ground shook violently. The bhikkhu must have been eaten by a boggart. It's gone. However, they discovered that the bhikkhu was still sitting in the same place, unharmed. The bhikkhu was not eaten? The bhikkhu told the villagers about last night's story and said, "Look at him. Did he die somewhere?" The villagers looked around and saw a big snake lying dead nearby. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.